Storybook. What may be Cruz's last at bat in Alex box. Bases loaded. Now, he obviously wouldn't come back, or he'd come back and then do this. I mean, he just delivers. He just delivers, man. Completely and utterly delivers for you when you needed him. And that's kind of like how he's always been, man. I mean, dude, he had walked 4 times tonight. So when we go through this super regional and wrapping it all up into a bow, Paul Skeens came and delivered for you, got his curtain call. Team stepped up around him, put up massive amount of hits, massive home runs, and he gets his curtain call. And look, a guy that we had kind of somewhat written off, Blake Money, comes in, he shoves. You go with your game 2 guy, a guy that does not have a loss on the season in Ty Floyd, kind of has a rough start, but you have to lean on the probably and arguably the biggest question mark on your team in the bullpen, and you go with a guy that has been up and down his entire career at LSU and Riley Cooper. You go to a guy in Gavin Guidry who, quite honestly, you don't know what you're going to get from him because in the beginning of the year, he was just inconsistent. But over the last couple of weeks, he's the most consistent guy, arguably, out of the pen right now. And then when you needed him the most in runners in scoring position, even though it had been a struggle of the last 2 weeks, you delivered. It's what elite teams do, man. It's what elite dudes do. It's what elite teams do. I mean, you can look at it from a football perspective. When you're going up against Alabama last year and you're throwing a corner route to a true freshman in the back of the end zone thrown by Jane Daniels, whether it be Kim Mulkey and her team, with Jasmine Carson coming off the bench and hitting those threes, Alexis Morris, Angel Reese doing their thing, or it being tonight where you got to lean on a freshman for a couple of innings, massive amount of draft picks in baseball, and everybody in the country wanting Paul Skeens. He comes here, he delivers on Saturday. By the way, the rain delay doesn't just affect Kentucky, it affects everybody. LSU is affected in that. So the culture and standard that Scott Woodward has brought in with these coaches. Look, man, Kim Mulkey in year 2 won a natty. Brian Kelly won the SEC West in year 1. And we're going on to Omaha in year 2 under Jay Johnson. We are going to Omaha. Tell me a program that's had any better success in the last year and a half. Hell, just in really the last 6-7 months. You build a standard in a community of winning, and this is what you get. When you go out and spend money for elite coaching, let's call it what it is, when you go out there and spend money in recruiting in the transfer portal, this is what you get. Ain't nobody in here right now saying they hate the transfer portal, are they? Hell no. Ain't nobody in here saying they hate the portal right now. You are the outright standard in college athletics. Name a team that's done what you've done. Name a program, I should say. You're not going to be able to find one in the last 7 months. What is your expectations? What is your expectations for LSU? It is to win in everything. In the last 7 months, Scott Woodward delivered. The puppet master. Over the weekend, Kim Mulkey gets $1 million from the state government to go start on renovations for the PMAC. Promises of foundations and spending for the PMAC already underway. The plan's being executed. And by the way, it's not slowing down. It is not slowing down at all. My expectation, your expectation is when you put on those 3 letters and you are a fan of those 3 letters, LSU. The expectation is championships. And you're delivering. Whether you want to call the SEC West title a title or not, I do. It's a massive accomplishment. Michael, track and field is top 5. Damn right they are. Mark Christian says Jay Johnson recruiting through transfer portal while being interviewed was great. Yeah, it was great. He don't care where them kids come from. And here's the truth. You go to Sunday school, you go grab a beer at the bar, you go to a crawfish bowl because your wife wanted to go have some crawfish with her buddies, and y'all all sitting there, and somehow college sports gets brought up, and y'all start talking, man, I hate that transfer portal. You ain't saying that you knew. Do you hate Angel Reese, Paul Skeens, Tommy Tanks, Jane Daniels? Nah, I probably shouldn't have said the last one because some of y'all lunatics. But where do y'all think, what do y'all think's happening? Why do you think you're getting all these elite recruits out of the portal? You think they're coming here because Louisiana's fantastic, although it is? You think they're coming for the women? Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Jeb says, can we some bread to get the pins off the field? Can we get some bread to get the pins off the field? Yeah. When we talked to Jay, when we did the interview with Jay in person, me and Trent, and this has already been through, I asked him about that, and he said, I'm sure there's something in the process there. I'm sure there's something in the process, which that's Jay Johnson speak of, hey, we're already in the works or stuff like that. Jay knows what he's doing, man. Rick says he's right there, that there's nowhere else like the box, and it lit up this weekend. No question. LSU fans, I keep clicking off of it. LSU fans, I hate the portal. Also, LSU fans, I love Burrow and Reese. And Tanks. And Skeens.